I think we are live. Yes. Okay, welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah. And
Marvin, you are from Netherlands. It's a very free country. We appreciate you. But and in Rishikesh also nobody minds. Yogis are moving with langot only on 2 strings. But here we are a little bit sophisticated. And
okay, I understand. Yes.
Yes, very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
So, everything fine. You all are accepted here as you are. But just for the people who will be watching you, a little bit modesty is always nice.
It's always true.
So we are continuing with the flow, and the Pavel question is, or his desire is, that we should introduce books, but these books we call valid books like Shastras. And you know that book is a big thing. Like if you go read Bhagavad Gita, our valid books we are taking as a reference is Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, Netra Tantra, or likewise the book which has been accepted as a valid books to support meditator and answer the question, show the path. So he said, let's, Patanjali we are already having. And our topic is the sadhana, finance, sadhana, meditation. And our goal is to reach whatever a human can achieve to the greatest quality. What a man can become, what a man can be if one tries its best to transform. So a sadhak, a seeker, is a desire to see the transformation into the self first. And with this desire to see the transformation within the self, or seeing oneself as a completely transformed being, is a desire of a sadhak. That's what we call it, sadhak, sadhana. And it will take some time. And he is trying something, doing something. So when we say doing means yoga in action, he will do something about it. And he has nothing except trust in God and trust in the self. And very hopeful that he will achieve with the trust of God. The power is coming from the trust of God. Power is coming with the desire, intensive desire to see the transformation within. And power is coming that I am honestly ready to see myself, become an observer, unbiased. So these 3 ingredients are the power of the seeker according to Patanjali Yoga, sadhana. If we relate it with Bhagavad Gita, what Lord Krishna is saying, because whole Gita is yoga in action. Sri Krishna is seducing Arjuna to fight. So we say Gita as an art of seduction. A person is not ready at all to do something, not even to move in his life, and Krishna is seducing. That's we call art. But what he is teaching Arjuna is a science. So whole Bhagavad Gita, if you speak in one word, the essence, it's a decision making. He is preparing Arjuna to make a complete 100% decision. From there, he will never come back, even if he dies. So that, preparing him. So Krishna is just giving him a knowledge, logically talking, scientific understanding, giving him that he can come to a total action. A determined, 100% determined, without any confusion, a total action, not bothered about consequences and the fruits of action, what it will bring. That's the crux of the whole Gita. So we say the Gita is science of decision making. How mind can fluctuate, how many logic it can bring, and the level of understanding. The mind can escape, maybe in 16 ways. So 16 chapters or 18 chapters for that. And 2 chapters are just like this, but it's okay. And Patanjali, if in one word, the whole book of Patanjali, like we sum up the whole Gita as a science of decision making, an art of seduction to make other people decide. And seducing very beautifully, like very lovingly, he's escaping here, there, giving logic. And very nicely, he's making him understand that, look, this is your path. Not renouncing the action, come in action with 100% clarity. So Patanjali Yoga Sutra is a kind of methodology, is a method. How to do. I want to achieve a complete, calm, balanced mind, at least samadhi. So what to do, how to do it. He is more focusing on methodology. Not physically, but at least mentally. Insight, concentration, breathing techniques, thinking techniques, projections, imaginations. So our flow of satsanga, which is in complete way, is a guidance to the people who are on the path, a guidebook, but in video form. And live interactions with the people who are on the path. With their interactions, we will complete this. So this is our background. At the same time, Powell has the questions. I'm just introducing 2 books right now. In a very one word, the essence of these 2 books. One is methodology, what to do, how to do. Another is decision making. You really want to do it? Or mind is creating some issues in your head that you want to do it different way, not in action, in a non-action way. Buddhism is a non-action way, non-action way, more as an observe. So we studied Patanjali Yoga, which we sum up with Malavika experience in the beginning, where we have 3 ingredients. We starting the path, and we were at the obstacles. How many? What are the obstacles? And very interesting obstacles are to understand the knowledge, lack of knowledge, and ego. The formation of ego. Six. Okay, we will see these 2 first obstacles. Lack of proper knowledge and ego. This lack of proper knowledge, yoga in action, we can also see from the Krishna point. So Krishna wants to understand Arjuna that drop this, what will be the fruit of your action? In management, we first calculate the fruit of our action, and then we manage our action to achieve the goal. No? The fruit of action is decided. Here, our goal is decided that to come to a point of complete equilibrium. So Krishna logic is that, look, until now in our history, if somebody wanted truth, he renounces the family, becomes a sannyasi, goes to mountain and forest, lives in the cave, completely detached, renounced, and then he finds the truth. Why not I should do that? And that is more easy and more prestigious. People will say, wow, such a man. He dropped everything, went into the forest, lived alone, hungry, thirsty, doing penance, and he found the truth. Wow, great man. And this logic he is giving to Krishna. Please allow me. If Krishna allows a little bit, he will run. Escape. And he is not giving him any place to escape. So first chapter of Dhyana from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6 is this. He says, you can renounce not the family, not the friends, not your kingdom. You renounce your desire, the fruit of action which is you are worried about. What people will say, who will judge you, how history will judge you, what will be the impact in the future. You have spent your whole life without any blame on you, with full confidence that you are right, your conscience were right. Now his conscience is shaking. Fight and kill. So 100% action, 100% decision when it comes to your life, do you really bother about consequences? No. 100% action, 100% decision means that I'm not bothered about whatever the consequence, I will do it. If you're bothered about the consequences, it's not 100% decision. You have not decided yet. So the people who have not 100% decided, committed to a cause, to action, they are bothered about the result. I will become success, I will not become success, profit and loss. But if you are fully crystal clear, yes, this is what I have to do in my life. It doesn't matter how much resources you have, and it doesn't matter what the consequences will be. So Krishna is saying that if you come to this point, you are a sannyasi. It is not that you will become sannyasi when you will renounce all your clothes and kingdom and people and relationship and your job and your material world and go back to the forest, live alone, ascetic life. That's a sannyasi pattern. But here, if you can make a total action, 100% decision, coming to the act without bothering about the consequence and the result, whether you will win or lose, die or live. But for this, your conscience should be very clean. So what you see? That if we are 80% clear in our conscience that yes, I am right, this is the right act, 20% we are bothered about its result and worried. If we are 20% committed to our work and clean in our conscience, 80% we are worried. So this is what people say, what kind of teaching is this? that this is an idiotic act, that I should go and on the railway track and run without bothering about what will be the consequences. Is it what yoga in action? No, but this is madness. He's not saying that. He's saying come to an understanding that your worry and tension is only because your decision is not 100% clear. And the logic you are giving, that one who achieves the truth only when he renounces, is true. It's true. But if you are holding everything on your head and worried about the future, how you will realize truth? Not possible. You have to renounce everything and become empty and clean and look fresh. So Krishna is giving a new definition for the yoga in action, yogis. And he gives his own definition of a yogi and own definition of sannyas. He says, yes, you wanted to become a sannyasi. For sure, it's right. Like these people call it sannyasi. But I would say that if you can drop only your worry about consequences and the result of your action, you will be unattached and you become sannyasi. Whatever clothes you are wearing doesn't matter. Whatever action you are doing doesn't matter. No, your clothes we put you on because we were concerned. Don't worry. Doesn't mean you throw it out right now. So this is the understanding. No? Like same truth, but different approaches. Here Patanjali is saying yoga in action. He will give us methodology and understanding in a different perspective. And when Krishna is saying, come to your job, Patanjali is not saying kind of a job what we are doing. No? Each person has a job to do in the world. If you want to be in the world, you cannot be without a job. You have to find something. Job, real job, which defines you. Who are you? That everyone has to do. So keeping the job in your hand, becoming a sannyasi, not renouncing your job, not renouncing your salary. No, you can do a job, go to a company. I am not bothered about what salary you give. I just want to work. They will say, wow, great yogi, please. This is also not. Keep your common sense always intact when we read the scriptures. If you want to make out some nonsense logic against it, you will always find it. But what you are committed is not to find a nonsense logic to refute. What you are committed is to find the real import, the real meaning of the sutras, what you are reading. So many people just like to find some strange kind of logic. To say, okay, I should not be bothered means I'm mad, no, like you're not thinking about anything. No, you are fully conscious. You are deeply thinking your definition. What is your definition in the world? Your job. You say to Pavel, who are you? Oh, I'm a doctor. And I'm doing this. That defines you in the world. If you come into movement, if you come into action, people only knowing you through your work. People meet you, they will only ask, what are you doing? In India, it's amazing. Any stranger can ask you in the train, what are you doing? What job you do? How much you earn? Very simple, very not to be offended like this. It's very simple in India. But even somebody not asking, but everybody is knowing you through your work. I'm bringing you two points of view, one from Patanjali and one from Krishna, Lord Krishna. So, like pillar, what you do? Oh, I am a psychotherapist. That defines you, no? Now, if you want to become a yogi, means what? You should drop to become a doctor, or you should drop to become a psychotherapist in order to realize truth. And Marvin is a great trader. We all have to do some job in order to. Who am I? What you are doing? I'm teaching yoga. I'm a yoga teacher. Some definition has to be there. So if in the world, you need to carry an identity. So carrying an identity in order to realize the truth is a different phenomena. It's not ego. Ego, we will understand through Patanjali. It's a different understanding. So ego is a different phenomena. It's a fact. It's the truth of the world that I am carrying an identity in order to introduce myself. No, I go to ask pizza, and somebody say, "Who are you?" Eternal soul traveling from eternity. It's just I'm unattached to my physical existence. I am no more a body. No, so not to appear desire just because you want to know the truth. The human, simple. People asking, "Who are you?" You just define with your job. So Gita is more practical. Practical. Carry your job and become sannyasi. Definition of Lord Krishna is be 100% committed to your job. Fully clear, determined. Put yourself fully into it. And don't be bothered about result. You will fall, fail, or success. Do not give a definition of it. Be in action 100%, completely, totally in an act. And then act is not different from your identity of job. And that is will bring your meaning and purpose of life. And it will make you a sannyasin at the same time if you are not bothered about the consequences. It's not possible. If you are not total, the remaining part of you will torture you in the mind. What will happen? No, this remaining part. So, according to Gita, yoga in action, you can become a very big businessman. You can be with your identity in the world. At the same time, you will be equal to Buddha, who renounced everything for this truth. And Lord Krishna is saying, you can have this truth with your job identity. It's not ego. So this is how, when we approach a valid book, we call it Shastra. You approach through your heart, open to understand with your devotion. Then you try your best to make it meaningful for you. If you don't try with your devotion, not listening or studying, and not approaching with trust, you won't get it. Because they're already trying to say something which is so difficult to explain. And on the top, if you try to go for counter logic or find some nuisance, you will not be able to understand it. So for me, you see, so difficult for me to join together and to make a meaningful sense out of it and speak about it. It's not easy. I'm trying my best. And each time from this way, that way, I'm trying my best to convey a message, an import of a sutra to point of view. When we say in yoga in action, in Patanjali way, Kriya Yoga, here we are concerned with a set of techniques to follow. Sitting, doing something, no? A set of techniques to follow as a technique of meditation, coming to an understanding. Here Krishna is saying, yoga in action means do, move, use your motor organs, mind, brain, senses, everything, whatever you have, put it 100% in. But it is not possible if your conscience is not clear. Krishna import is that a person is greater who keeps his job identity in the world and still become a sannyasi. Has a greater value. But each shastra has its own greater value. No? It emphasizes. Like Tantra will emphasize not on moksha. It says, yes, moksha is there. But it will emphasize that if you can live the moksha while you are alive in the body. So liberated, alive. It will emphasize. It accepts the highest value as moksha, but emphasizing that you should live like an enlightened, liberated, while in an ordinary action. That is Tantra. Emphasizing. Accepting the greatest is the final liberation. Same way, emphasis changes in every book. They all agree that highest value is to attain to moksha, nirvana, kaivalya. But emphasis changes. Here, Lord Krishna is saying to it that you can be liberated alive, doing your job, which is fully synchronized with your nature, not against it. No? Finding a job means it should be like you want to become an engineer, somebody forced you to become a doctor. It won't work. You should have a job exactly suitable to your inner psychology. It's matching. First of all, this requirement. You should understand your psychology and do the job according to your psychology, fully suitable, not against it. And millions of people may find millions of jobs differently. Criteria is, yes, it should be harmonized with your inner psychology. And renounce. So either two ways, no? If your decision making is total, you will renounce the fruits of action by yourself. You will not even bother about it. You will not even think about it. Because there is no other choice. There is no options. There is no optional thinking. No option trading. There is no option trading. So many derivatives. No, only one. Only one. So coming to this point, this is how Lord Krishna initiates Arjuna into meditation. So this is how introduction to Bhagavad Gita through a small chapter 6 with one sutra of this chapter called Dhyan Yoga. And this is the first sutra. I am explaining you the meaning in relation to the way we are moving, keeping Patanjali and Lord Krishna together. So this is what was introduction of one book, Lord Krishna, of Bhagavad Gita, and introduction of one book has happened with Patanjali Yoga Sutra as the mainstream. Next time, Pavel will bring different book, maybe introduction. And we will include it in our sadhana also. So we will keep on it. We are open to include any book which is a guidebook on meditation or solves our problems, gives a solution to realize truth or to be the path of truth. So here I will stop. It's a very, what we call in Hindi, garisht, like something solid to digest. You need time. No? Heavy protein. So now I will ask Pavel can come later. If anyone, there are questions, we will come to it later. But any Marvin or Pilar, only question. Whatever you have listened until now, what confusion is there in understanding? You may ask a question, then I will proceed further. Otherwise, Pavel has a question.
Well, I have no question. I just want to thank you.
Very nice. Now Pavel will surprise you with question. Please, Pavel.
Okay, namaste. First, I want to describe my idea of bringing big books to discuss them, because not many. Okay, some times ago I realized that the big books like Bhagavad Gita, like Patanjali, like Bible, like Quran, it's not the book of an information. It's all the books of answer. And if you have question, you can open any book and get the answer. But if you don't have a question, then there is no special information for you. So this is why we came to these two great Indian books. And my first question is about the Krishna is mentioning that yogic way is the middle way. And I saw many people is fighting between ascetic life and normal life. And Krishna said that you should follow the middle way. And the question is how to do this. What is the middle way? How to realize that you are not falling to each path?
Very nice. This is what we have been talking about. So we saw very clearly, Patanjali will give its middle way through technology. No? You understand your obstacles, which is lack of knowledge, ego. Again, I have to look. What do you want? Here we are. Yeah, lack of knowledge, ego, and we have discussed already raga and dvesha, rag dvesh, abhinivesh, clinging to life, fear of death. This we will discuss one by one as an obstacle. So Patanjali will say, if you really want to be in the middle path, you should meet these obstacles and remove them in order to be on path. When we say middle path, Pavel, we have an idea that, again, that's not doing something. No, I'm staying in the middle, not falling left, not falling right. That means I somehow should come in a situation that I'm in a middle path. I don't have to do anything. Idea of this, like Gautam Buddha path, is called golden mean. No, samyak, fruits, right knowledge, right listening, right behavior. Everywhere he is putting right, means balanced. but you see his balance. It's so extreme. It's say balance, but it's so extreme. See Patanjali saying samadhi. Samadhi means equalized, balanced. Intelligence is fully balanced. It's called samadhi. But you see such an extreme of effort to reach there. So what we call balance is extreme. It's not that nothing doing and you will know, you will fall. If you are walking on a rope, you are at your extreme. Otherwise, you will fall. To be at your extreme of awareness is a balance. Now we get different idea. Balance means, oh, got it. No. To be at the extreme of your awareness, you can maintain the balance. Only. Otherwise, no balance. You are just not there on the rope. Accident has happened. You are already fallen.
So yes, so you mean this middle way? It's like a sharp knife.
Yeah, extreme awareness. And they are giving you tools. Krishna giving you a tool of extreme awareness. Completely be with your job identity, with your personality identity, with your character identity, and be extremely aware, not even a single tent should come. That thousands of years, nobody will blame your character even. The job you did will be remembered as a role model, as a landmark of movements. Extreme awareness, be fully, extremely aware about that. And make total decision that your act will resonate for thousands, millions of years. That awareness. That is by Krishna. While Patanjali will say, yes, be extremely aware, different way. We will bring more books. And we will enjoy very much. So misunderstandings and misconceptions should be clear. So here, to be in the middle means extremely aware. To the height of your awareness, be and act. Then you are in the middle. For Buddha, okay.
So the second question is, the Krishna also mentioned that to see the way, to see this extreme way, I mean middle way, or we have to make our mind clear or to control the mind. And he said that mind is like a wind. It's very difficult to control. But from Ayurveda point of view, Ayurveda said that you can control the wind through the wind. It's a air element. Through the liquid, through the water, and through the earth. So in order to control the mind, can we use the same elements, like 5 elements, to control the mind, or to control the air? We need to take water and earth together to control the air.
See,
so it's a little bit of Sankhya philosophy came, but
see, the Sankhya philosophy or Patanjali Yoga Sutra, they are methodology, like giving you a methodology to control the mind. In order to control the mind, yes, it's like a monkey, it's like a wind, it's an air element governing it. You can control with pranayama. So they are methodologies to control it. It's your choice which methodology you want to adopt. You want to listen Lord Krishna or you want to listen Maharishi Patanjali. They both are giving you the methodology in a different way. Listening Maharishi Patanjali, you will sit like a Buddha in meditation for hours meditating upon that. So how looking at the obstacles, looking at your ego structure, how your ego creating it. No? Here ego means your identity. So here, and mind is governed by the ego. Mind is governed by the ego. The ego is the creator of the mind. So and dissolving ego just by understanding Raja Yoga. According to Patanjali, it's a very nice point coming. Yeah, okay. So, because like we live our life through instinct. No? Instinct means, you know how I got enlightened 2 days before? Just Friday, but Wednesday. I was playing with my cat. It gives such an insight. And cat is very small, like not even 2 months, almost 2 months old. And we nourished them from the very first day. Her mother died within a few days. So we nourished him like a baby, a kittens, feeding with bottles and playing. What happened 2 days before, that one of the small kitten, bite, a feather in his mouth. So when a feather in the mouth of an animal, the animal doesn't recognize anyone if you want to take out of it. So I was just playing. So in a playful mode, I was playing and I tried to take the feather out, and immediately his teeth was in my finger and the blood was coming. So what does it mean? No? And what is the path of salvation? That when it comes to instinct, your conscience not there, nothing is there, your awareness not there, your understanding not there, and action fully mechanical, and you are not recognizing in front of you there is an enemy or friend. A man nourishing the kite since childhood, giving food, playing, loving, everything was forgotten in 1 second when I tried to take the feather out and I was bitten. I had to take injections because it takes 3 months to give them injection, immune to, I thought like antibacterial or something like. After that, if the bite doesn't matter, but it is still 1 month there. When we as a human follow the path of meditation, what we are doing? We are declaring that I am not animal. And we call it a human, that if I have a bread and I'm just going to eat and somebody comes, I may give my bread to the person. And what happened? I transcended my instinct by a simple action. I am no more an animal. Very hungry. Just going to eat and somebody else comes, I want, and I give this. So if you have this control over your instinct, you are not an animal. You transcended it. This is hunger. We do fasting for that. Just to transcend this instinct. Nothing else. And we have 3 instincts: hunger, thirst, and sex. So when instinct comes over, you forget all about your knowledge, whatever you have. This we call our growth. I am growing. I am becoming divine. Same happens with sex and same happens with trust. And this we call yes. And this make me enlightened. Simple act relating to the world, same may happen. You think person is human and you are playing, but you don't know that the person may think, oh, you are taking his food away from the person. And without knowing, person is helpless. The person will attack you. Without knowing.
Because sometimes the territory and some property is also the part
Same.
of the
Same, like the food is also your property at the time. Like dogs protecting their territory because it's belonging to their food. No, God protecting to their territory because it's belonging to food. Territory means their food, their area of sex, their area of food, their area of water. It's all instinct. When we say we are meditative, we try to go beyond our instinct. Nothing else. To be on path. So this is sadhana. Making decisions unaffected by instinct power. The penance, the meditation, all technique. And we call it divine. We consider it as a growth. And this is how we also judge people. Whether the person is divine, not divine, elevated soul, not elevated soul. We poke to check how the person is behaving as the instinct. Is person having sex? How person is eating? What he is, how much he is sleeping? What he is eating? How many times he is doing sex? So all these informations, because as an animal, everybody knows this is animal instinct. If he's doing the same, he's saying, oh, no elevation, no enlightenment. No? This is our judgment criteria. Like each animal perceiving others, we perceive others through our own mind. A cat will perceive other cat whether it's a good cat or not. Means something in the mouth of the cat, nobody can take it until until you kill the cat. That much instinct power. Their food, their territory, they protect. So this is also a criteria to know. When we say controlling the mind usually moving first in an instinctual way. This interference from the instinct. Then after mind, the obstacle becomes your idea about enlightenment itself becomes an obstacle. So mind can be calmed by many techniques. From the Lord Krishna point of view, jump into the action with total decision and mind will stop interfering it. With Patanjali, do meditation, understand how you can remove your lack of knowledge. Understand what is ego, how you are forming it. So here, how the ego will be formed. What is the ego of the cat? Cat attacked. The ego of the cat is only related to instinct. My food, I am the owner of the food, And if anybody touches my food, I will kill. This is called instinct. It may be found in human also. So ego, what is ego? The intelligence gets identified. So here our instrument of knowledge at the level of animal is what? Our sense organs. Our instrument of knowledge is sense organ, no? Tasting, all the senses, seeing, smelling, feeling, sense organs. So if my intelligence will get attached to this instrument of knowledge, what? Senses. This becomes my ego at the time. If I grow, so this is animal ego, attached to the sense organs. Because through these sense organs, knowledge is coming. So sense organ is the instrument of knowledge for the cat. And cat is mistaken that I am not divine, I am this. This is ignorance of the cat. And mistake is to identify with the sense organs. Well, we are human. So we grow more. We say sense organs, no. But I am elevated soul. I am not learning through my instinct. I am not an animal. I am elevated. I am using my rational mind. So, so your instrument of knowledge becomes the mind. And by mistake, you get identified. This is me. So you become your mind, think I am the mind. And that is your mistake, avidya, lack of knowledge. And you form the ego by mistake, attaching to the instrument of knowledge, which you have your mind. Some people are more enlightened. They say, no, I am beyond instinct, beyond mind. I am pure intelligence. So intelligence itself also is the instrument of knowledge. You are using your intelligence. Beyond mind, but you are using your intelligence. So you may get identified by mistake. Oh, I am the pure intelligence. This becomes your ego. So according to Patanjali, mistaken knowledge and attaching yourself to the instrument of knowledge by mistake is your ego. A definition which might help a meditator, might not help a businessman, but might help a meditator, this definition. It make you aware, it will make you observer. If you see like a Patanjali. Here you are sitting and meditating. Who am I? Where is my identification? What is my instrument of knowledge on which I am harping? I know a lot. So not going in the details of knowledge, just seeing the attachment. Lord Krishna coming, saying, no, what is your job? Do your job. With 100% clarity, without bothering about, knowing that, yes, this is right, and do your job without bothering about consequences. And each time Arjuna is bothering about consequences, and Krishna is saying, oh, this much is still remain. The next chapter, he will fix it. So he keeps on talking and fixing until he becomes ready. Yes, I understood. The 6th chapter, Dhyana Yoga, we will see, the next sutra will be on sense organs of chapter 6, which I'm letting it open. It's 8 o'clock. My job done. 1 hour. It's your time. Or if you like to meditate, you're welcome on the same. We cannot meditate on so many sutras together, but we find a way to meditate. Here.
Yes, very much, Krishna. Okay.
So we go for meditation or any question? Marvin?
Oh no, I thought it was the end, so I was about to thank you, but if you say we're going for meditation, then let's go.
Just a small to collecting all together the idea. Maybe we meditate through Patanjali, and through Bhagavad Gita we just keep an understanding. No, we have. I don't want to go further, but for the next coming sessions, we have two modes: a mode of being and a mode of doing. The Kriya Yoga is a mode of doing and synchronizing with a mode of being. So right now, we can only meditate on the mode of being. In the mode of doing, you ask what to do, how to do. In the mode of being, you don't ask these two questions. You just be. That's it. Being, what to become, what to be, that your action becomes 100% total. What you will become is becoming. And then act flowing out of this becoming. Here, we will meditate, do something so that we can return to our being, connect to our being. This we call meditation. Okay? So, let's meditate according to Patanjali. No, not according to Krishna, according to Patanjali. Hold on. First, establish in your asanas. Very simple way. Asana means just being in any pose and connecting with your sense organs. Balancing. Balancing means extreme awareness. So bringing this extreme awareness over your sense organs. Sense of listening. And with this, your extreme awareness, find sense tune to one sound. Choose only one sound. If you become aware, your senses will start to catch. One posture, one mudra. Means your body will not move, shake. If body is moving, shaking, create your own mudra. Make any one organ of your body still. Choose any organ of your body to make it still, if the whole body is not still. Then your eyes, balance it. Balance means extreme awareness. About seeing. And you say, I don't want to see anything. No desire. A desirelessness about not want to see anything. So that you will not tempt, you will not project, you will not expect any form, anything. So dropping The desire, I don't want to see anything. The eyes will relax. The sense organ of listening will relax when you become extremely aware of one sound. Eyes become relaxed when you drop the desire of seeing anything particular. And body becomes still. If you make still even any small organ of your body consciously, in this stillness, we see our two obstacles. One, ignorance, accepting that I don't know. Here, or I knew something, I was mistaken about something. Accepting it is accepting the ignorance. And then becoming aware of your ego. Which instrument of knowledge you are using on your part and acting out of it. Instinct, sense organs, mind, refined thoughts, identification of the greater soul, channeling, or pure intelligence. And see your identification with it. This is how, as meditator, just looks at, becomes aware of the obstacles, observing, being still, just observe. Another obstacle is raga, dvesa. You are attached with something, or you are against something. Liking and dislike. Last and the final one is fear of death. Just being into that, just an awareness. And mind comes to balance when we become extremely aware about it. Om. Shanti, Shanti. So you come back, welcome. It was just a small glimpse of you are all great meditators. I know you can be hours And just to give you a small capsules, an idea to enter into meditation. And this way you can be as long as you want. Okay, welcome. Next time we will proceed through obstacles of meditation. And yes, understanding each obstacles in more detail. Like you can meditate on one point, like one day ego, what is raga, what is this. We can go in more detail about it. And we will see what comes. So understanding these 5 obstacles very nicely at the meditation. Welcome. Our Bhagavad Gita will go to the next sutras. You should study chapter 6, sloka number 2, and you will find what I will saying relating sense organs. So one definition of a sannyasin we got today. Again, Lord Sri Krishna will say another way of what is the another way to become a sannyasin, and do your job for what you have come. See you next time. Any question? We still have time, 5-10 minutes. Otherwise, I will stop. Any sharing?
Oh yes, thank you for all that you shared. It's you know, I could relate on every point that you mentioned and that you shared to give perspective. It was it's you know, it's very intriguing because you know how it came to be again that we meet again and we do this sharing, because it's like I'm just receiving confirmations that are helping me gain integrity, because the path is hard in the end. It's very complex. We're always playing with duality. One time it's doing, another time it's being, and then this and the constant feedback. No,
next
with the
day, next time, doing and being. Yes.
So and it's very it calms my my inner fire that's always trying to look for the because you're giving guidance through your maturity. You're helping me realize that it's all well. It's all going as planned. So thank you. Thank you very much.
See you next
and thank
Friday.
you, Pavel and Pilar, for being there with us.
Yeah,
and
we have classes on Sunday, but very early morning you will not be able to do it. Yeah, it's not suitable. Only for teachers.
Okay.
This time is suitable for Europe and America and Canada. So let's cherish once a week. Namaste again.